Hi everyone, Vacha here from Recording Studio 9 and thanks for joining me again today. I see this question come up many times on YouTube videos, on Facebook pages and groups, as well as forums. A question about how to set up a headphone amp mix using the PreSonus Studiolive 16 Series 3 digital audio mixer. I had this question myself as I was researching about these mixers. So here's a quick video of how to set it all up. If you haven't already seen my previous video with comparison between analog mixers and the digital mixers and quick overview of the Studiolive series, click the link above here or in the description and watch that one because that will help you understand what I'm talking about today as well. And then you can come back and continue on. Now the Studiolive has a headphone output and there's one which is just about here that you can control with the headphone knob to the main mix or any other mix that you assign to. But if you want to use a headphone amp so you can have multiple headphones if you are recording a group of musicians, then here is a quick example of how you can actually connect your Studiolive to the headphone amp. Just a quick recap. We have 10 physical outputs on the Studiolive mixer, and mix 1 to 10 correspond to those outputs. Now outputs 1 to 6 are XLR outputs, where 7, 8, 9 and 10 are TRS outputs. Now I'm going to use outputs 9 and 10, which it makes it really easy because I can have a TRS to TRS jack lead connecting the Studiolive to my headphone amp. And as an example, here's an image of how I've actually have mine connected. Even though I'm showing a PreSonus headphone amplifier, this can be any headphone amplifier that you have. Of course, there's nothing stopping you using the XLR outputs, but I thought it was actually convenient having 9 and 10 as the last mix here, because I could use my 1 to 6 as input and output for my outboard gear as well. Now that we have the physical connection made, at the moment I've selected inputs and main mix and I've got my channel 1 selected. Any level that I raise, it will actually go to the main mix, which is my main mix output, and into the main mix out speakers. Now that we actually used auxiliary 9 and 10 as our headphone output, I'm just going to select mix 9, which is same as auxiliary 9. You can see it says auxiliary 9. And we also needed to go to auxiliary 10. But headphone output is usually a stereo output. So we want to link the 9 and 10 together. And that's quite easy. Once we have 9 selected and its light is on, we select link. That will automatically link to 9 and 10 together. Usually you start with 9 and click the link, and it will link the next one together. So now any mix level auxiliary send, let's say from my channel 1, channel 2 and channel 3 is now set, it's going to 9 and 10 at the same time. So my channel 1, 2 and 3 are now actually going out to 9 and 10 as well. And if you want to pan them, that's quite easy. We can select channel 1 or channel 2 or whichever channel we like. And our panning up here, we can select it to be left or right between 9 and 10. And when you look on your mixer closely, you will actually say mix 9 and 10 and a pan. And now using this knob, we can actually adjust the direction that we want that channel to be. So when we go back to main mix, our main mix is turned off, so there's no sound coming out of our main speakers, but we can still hear them when we are listening to our headphone amp. And of course, in the main mix, we could have completely different levels than to our headphone mix, which is 9 and 10. Now there's one more step that you need to take in case you don't hear anything on your headphones still, even though you set it all up. Well, if you had watched my previous video, you would already know. If you did, very good. If you didn't, I'll explain it again. Go into Mix FX Masters as the main mix, and make sure that auxiliary 9 and 10, these are your output levels, are also up. As you can see, as I'm moving 10, 9 is also moving, because remember, we linked them together. So this is your master output of the auxiliary. So this controls the overall level going to your headphone amp, where when you go into mix 9 and 10, these are the levels which are going to the mix. Hope that makes sense. Of course, you can always use your master fader for mix 9 and 10 as well. Make sure that volume is up, because when you're in mix 9 and 10, your master is the master output. I'll show you what I mean. If we go into masters, and we have mix 9 and 10 selected, and as I adjust the master, you can see master outputs 9 and 10 also adjust. Okay, so let's try and see that again. We go to the inputs, we can adjust that to halfway as our master for mix 9 and 10. When we go into mix masters, you can see that's halfway there as well. So if we raise it up all the way to unity, and we go back into our inputs, that's unity again. So let's bring it down, go into masters, that's down again. Hope that helps you out. As you can see, the Studiolive mixers are quite flexible, and there's multiple ways to accomplish the same task. It all depends on your workflow, whichever workflow suits you best to speed up the process of whether you are tracking or mixing or whatever you want to do with the mixer. So if you have any further questions regarding this video and how to connect headphone amps to your Studiolive mixer that I haven't explained in this video, feel free to comment below and I'll try to help you out there as well. Of course, if this was helpful, make sure you give me the thumbs up. Till next time, as always, thanks for watching and have a great time making music. Cheerio, guys.